And you see, that right there is why you never go to Tesco's naked. I mean, good morning,
Yeah.
afternoon, evening, people. This is the Asylum Podcast. This is Off the Script. This is Elite.
Coffee.
Just struggling to get a shit out right there. And I am Jay. Welcome. So right, Elite, I want to scare you just a little bit off the bat, right? Just a little bit,
Okay.
right off the bat. We are prepared this time.
A little.
Shockingly.
As prepared as we can be.
Just a little
There's
bit.
not much to it besides scribbling things down on notes that we saw on the internet.
Exactly.
And claiming it is our own knowledge.
Exactly. I mean, to the point of literally notepad, couple of things done. So, off the script.
Coffee.
Has a script. There you go. Off the script has a script. There's another script that is sort of a script in this case for today's podcast. But welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
A list of tangibles. Morning, good evening, afternoon.
Yeah.
Good day, mate.
So I guess we should start on the first actual topic so that it leaves us time for the bullshit topics and then the other topics.
Yes. Okay.
So
which one's what do you got up there?
State of Decay 2. We just started this one.
Okay.
We just started it. I mean, I just started it.
Interesting.
You've just
A
started
new release.
Yes. Brand new release.
Yes.
Pretty decent so far. I mean,
Never played one actually. I started the first one last night actually, so it's my first diving into State of Decay.
Same here. I mean, I saw a couple of people playing it. If for anyone that doesn't know, we do Twitch a lot.
Stuff on the internet.
Yeah. So obviously it means that we sit there and watch people. Obviously
Like
you guys can watch on YouTube or whatever. I don't know. The first one kind of looked a bit dull to me, to be honest.
Yeah, whenever I first started playing it, I mean, I know it's a few years older. I'll look at the date really quick, but it was a little I guess like I was telling you earlier, the intro was just kind of lame. It literally just started up, and those two guys, like it looked like you just got off a canoe on the dock or something, and you got attacked by a zombie. He's like, "What the hell was that?" And I don't know, man. Let's go up to this building up here, and there's just zombies on this campground. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was just...
It's like, where's the story open?
A dull intro, yeah. I was like, I need a little bit of background or some cinematics, maybe some cool, shoot a zombie in the face while it's trying to bite somebody's arm. And it was just like, oh, there's a guy right there that we just had to mash his face in.
Exactly, because
tree branch.
We was kind of talking about
cool.
things like Dead Island. The way that had a good open,
Yeah.
It had a good little.
I liked Dead Island.
I loved it. Sam B doing the whole
It was amazing.
"Who Do You Voodoo" song, bloody good song.
Who do you voodoo, bitch?
Absolutely fucking amazing song. Got that in on my my YouTube playlist. Absolutely amazing song. You've got like it intros you to every single character that you're gonna come across throughout the story, or one of the ones you can play as.
Its little cinematic intro was awesome.
Exactly. Took you through
the
the
part,
steps.
like how it had the little dance club, and he knocks you off the stage.
Yep.
And then that girl gets bit. You go up to your the whole thing. You go up to your room, pass out drunk, and all that. That was awesome.
It just kind of sets the scene of what's going to happen.
I loved it. Yeah, wake up and it's just complete chaos everywhere.
I think they did that with Riptide as well, didn't they? I think they did with that with Dead Island too.
I don't remember how Riptide started, to be honest. It's been so long, and I never even got to finish it because, well, years ago. Long story short, power went out when I was mid playing, lost all the data.
That's the worst thing that can ever happen to anybody.
Third of the way through, yeah, power went out in my neighborhood and lost all the data. Couldn't recover it on the PlayStation. So, anyways, never got to finish it. Never went back.
It's like nope.
Yeah, never went back.
Not touching it.
I couldn't do it. Yeah,
not doing
never went. I think I couldn't go back. I want to. I need to. But yeah.
Well, we can.
Anyway, I don't remember how that one started. I really don't.
But at least both of them had a start. Like we were talking about that, and most zombie-related games. Resident Evil sets the precedence, obviously, of.
Does, yes.
You've got zombies. There's a story open. There's
Stuff's
this, that, the other. State of Decay 2 and number 1, from what I saw, it's cool. Look, we're raiding a camp, and then there's a car.
Even Left 4 Dead had a 2-minute cinematic.
Exactly. It's like
all the zombies in it.
I think this one's trying to.
Yeah, showed you the.
From the little bit that I've started, because I mean I've not got that far through to this. I think they're trying to set up the story or like the character or whatever it is that's going on at the moment to kind of keep people going. Like to keep you hooked, so it's just like we care about the gameplay, not the cinematics, I guess you could put it. But
guess I Wish I hadn't, realized that whenever I heard about all the bugs it's got, but yeah.
Day one game,
Like it
so many bugs.
like that's all I heard was like, man, there's a good amount of bugs and glitches, and it's got some issues with connecting and
Like from the
blah blah blah.
from what I played, I like the fact that the person whose game it is in control. It's not like
You were mentioning that, yeah.
yeah, it's not like okay, I come into your game and from this point on I can interact with the important NPCs, skip the story further, advance the game,
Right.
and all that sort of thing. It's I'm here to help you. It's not um I'm here just to do everything and anything and all that sort of thing. It's I am here.
Right.
Tell me
Get her
what you need.
done.
It's like I'll help you get the resources.
Finish
I'll
this
help you
game in
get
20 minutes.
exactly. It's like I'll be here,
Yeah.
help you build your base, help you get the stuff, help you get
Right. We're about
resources,
to
help you
finish
kill
the whole
stuff.
game.
Exactly, but it's
Yeah.
not a case of we go in and destroy someone else's game because I played for it so damn far. It's
How did the draw distance look?
it actually looks really good. Like you can stand on top of a billboard. One of the first things it tells you to do is stand on top of like a billboard or a cell phone tower or something like that. Aim down sights to
Scoping out the area or
yeah,
surveying, whatever.
it basically surveys the area, and you can survey anything that comes up in the thing. By the way, for anyone, if you hear any background noises or noises stuff like that, it's Mama J. She's around. So my apologies on that one. Again, unscripted, all that stuff. It happens.
Game show time. Game show time.
But yeah, it's pretty
No
good
whammy.
because like if you have like more than one person, people have dedicated things that they can search. So like if I'm in your game, you'll have like a thing that you can't search because it's dedicated for me to search, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Because if your team is somewhat like, I mean, we all know Warpig.
Steal all your loot.
not so much that. It's
I'm not gonna
a
give
case
you
of,
any of these bandages.
you know, we all know Warpig. He likes to kind of go off in a different direction because he likes to do his own thing. So it's a case of if
Pig.
yeah, exactly. Pig will be off like 10 miles down the road looting some place, and you're at the
They're
objective.
still over here trying to look through their drawer.
Exactly, and you can't open that thing because it's designated to Warpig. So it's like
Yeah.
can't do that or that sort of thing. But other than that, it's still pretty damn good. Like I'm liking it so far. It feels good. It feels a little bit better than what I was expecting, and I've not encountered any bugs just yet. So it should be a good thing.
I was whenever I first heard about it, knowing how State of Decay kind of plays, the whole specific characters, you have to build, make them better, leaders, blah blah blah. One, if it dies, it's an actual person that's gone. You got to, whatever, they're gone.
Yeah, like the whole permadeath aspect as well was amazing.
Yeah, when I heard that, it kind of made me wish that they had done like imagine the game DayZ, like servers, like not only is the issue the zombies and the blood plague and the resources itself, then you've got a whole lobby full of players.
Oh, that would actually be really cool.
Team up, clan up, there'd be like wars for resources, wars for medical supplies to save your people. Of course, the zombies themselves that you have to, fight off, and hordes and whatnot. How
See, that
people
could
could
be,
get creative. Like
you could probably do that.
I
On
remember watching
Days
like
to
The
Die.
Walking Dead. People use zombies to their advantage. People would be creative and do stuff. It's like I was like that'd be kind of interesting if they could pull that off.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, I know that 7 Days to Die is kind of trying that aspect in general with the fact that if you get on a big enough server, you have like, as with any massively multiplayer game, you'll have the kind of do this to your advantage. People live in big underground vaults and yada yada yada, and use the zombies to attack and this. I mean, I guess until I get further in State of Decay 2, I can't really pass a judgment on it as such, but so far I would like to say that it's something that I could probably get back into as time goes on, I think.
It's definitely got some interest. It's caught a lot of eyes. It's got a lot of attention behind it because a lot of people liked the first State of Decay, which I did look up, came out in 2013. So it's been a few years.
Damn, that has been a while.
So it's been a few years, yeah. It's been people, I'm sure, have been anticipating it. I still want Left 4 Dead 3, but that's just me. Or maybe Dying Light 2. I'm more of a.
See, I think
Dying Light's parkour.
I think Dying Light kind of no pun intended, died out after the following, because there was a lot of people that kind of bad puns. I got them all.
I just feel like they never had the. I mean, I'll admit straight up, Dying Light's story was not strong. It was very weak. That's a different conversation for a different day because I could go on for an hour about that damn game.
Well,
but I mean, its story was so cliche. You know,
if I recall correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, you or anyone in the thing, I think Dying Light was meant to be the follow-on, or possibly like another line in the story of Dead Island, but Dead Island died, and then
it was made
Dying
by
Light
the
became
same
a thing.
company. I'm not sure it was the same developer, but it was put out by Techland, and they put out Dead Island. Same publisher, or same. I don't want to say developer and be wrong, but at least same publisher.
It's pretty interesting.
So it came from the same. Yeah, it came from the same community.
Might have to put a little.
And they do kind of share. They kind of share, you know, similarities. You know, you can kind of tell.
I was to say there's a lot of it, like the crafting structure, the weapon style.
Yeah, they share a lot of the same. Exactly.
It's basically the exact same game, just with like a little bit extra on top.
Dead Island just missed the parkour. They were like, we have the mechanics down as far as crafting and weapons, and we have the zombies, you know, the different types. We have it. All we need now is you need to be able to move around more.
Yeah, because it kind of felt like he was a little bit wooden. Like it felt just a little bit wooden with the way it was done.
Dead Island, yeah. I didn't like. I mean, it was still like that in Dying Light, but I kind of preferred the zombie game where you don't have to gun down every zombie you come across.
Agreed. Like it would always bug me.
Remember playing Left 4 Dead? Like you couldn't walk past a zombie and just not shoot at it, or it not aggro. Like you killed every zombie in the level. I'm like, what? I want kind of, you know, I like the action arcadey stuff. That's fun too. But it's like I also want to, like, you know, a real.
It's like playing House of the Living Dead and stuff like that, the arcade shooters, where you're literally in an arcade.
I want my real, I want to practice my real zombie apocalypse skills for when it actually happens. That way, like, you know.
Exactly. It's
I
like
can be up in Walmart looking like a pro. Like, oh, I played Dying Light for 70 hours.
Exactly. It's like you said that.
I'm over here jumping rooftops.
I guess while we're on the whole zombie game genre subject thing, you cannot talk about zombie games without talking about the quintessential zombie series of Resident Evil. Like, you can't not talk about that, because that sets.
I don't have a lot of experience with that. Enough to talk about.
I mean, okay, so
it was kind of
me with Resident Evil.
It was a different time for me.
Different time for you.
Being a youngin'.
I mean, you were a baby, a little youngin'.
Being a youngin'.
I mean, like
just a boy,
just a little bitty boy. Okay, so like my Resident Evil experiences were my sister playing it when I was young. She started on Resident Evil, then jumped to Resident Evil 3 because we never had a copy of 2.
Did you play that old one? Like it had the old view, like what is it called? Like a static camera or
the
whatever?
Old tank modes. Yeah, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil all the way up to Resident Evil 4.
I remember seeing
you had tank mode, and that sucked. Like, to get a headshot, you had to literally have your guy, and I know you guys can't see me doing this, but I know you know that what I'm doing. You had to have your arms out forwards, pointed directly at the ceiling to get a headshot. So you would completely and utterly miss the thing that you're aiming at, but it would still classify as a headshot 90% of the time because you're pointing directly at the ceiling. So
the only one I've played is Resident Evil 7, and that's not. I mean, that doesn't really seem like a Resident Evil.
That's not really Resident Evil. It's. I mean, it's Resident Evil in name, and I know that they were trying to go for something completely different. They were trying to kind of go for the more modern day horror, I guess. I mean, it felt like it should have been an Outlast game, actually, with like some of the stuff that was in it, and we've done Outlast.
I can see the Resident Evil aspect though, with the shooting and the puzzles, and
the shadow
had a lot
puzzles.
of very intricate, like, you know, people. I mean, they knew it was Resident Evil, so there'd be more to it. But it's like once you saw the trailer, it's like, yeah, it's more than just running away from this man with no shirt on that has a beard with an axe. There's like puzzles you got to solve and stuff you got to figure out.
One of the things that bugged me a little bit was...
I never beat it, but I played a good portion of it.
I remember finishing it, and I always said to myself, I'm going to get in and finish the DLCs. And I just
Mhm.
I couldn't, like, I was so far gone from the DLCs to the game. I could not bring myself to
Mm.
do it. It just did not feel like it was what I wanted to do anymore. It just didn't pull me in. The fact that they completely and utterly changed what Chris looked like from the previous games. I know if you're changing a game a little bit, you need to change character models, but he looked nothing like the character at all. They literally had him looking nothing like he should have.
We ain't sticking to our roots. We need something new.
Exactly. I mean, excuse me. It was a
It
good
made me.
game.
I mean, yeah, like I know they were. Yeah, they were popular and it had its own respects. Yeah, wasn't a groundbreaker from what it sounded like, but it was still respectable.
Exactly. It was a decent game in its own right. It just to me it didn't deserve
Yeah,
the name Resident Evil or
kind of a different world. I remember the day I pre-ordered it and it got delivered to me. I did it through Amazon Prime, of course, so they deliver it the day it launches. So
Amazon
you get it on
Prime.
your doorstep. Yes. So I was in high school. I was still in school at the time. I got home. I remember I got home from school that day, and um, mailman dropped it off about 20 minutes after I got home. As soon as I got home, I ordered Domino's. So I mean, as soon as the
Oh.
game finished installing and started up, dude. Oh yeah, I had a thing of hot wings and a large pizza, and the game started up, and I was just sitting there, hands covered in buffalo sauce, and I was like, "Let's do it!
Oh, don't forget
Let's
if we're
do it!"
talking fast food here, it has to be McDonald's. Nothing better
Have to
than
talk about our
McDonald's.
sponsors. We have
Gar-
to talk about our sponsors.
have to talk about our sponsors.
Do you like premium beef at a well reasonable price? Do you like French fries with just a little bit of extra grease that gives it a little bit of love and some touch of salt?
Do you like building your own burger?
Or do you like touchscreens? We know you like electronics, kid.
Oh, dude, legit.
You're a millennial.
The McDonald's near me. Okay, I know it's off on a tangent, but we have a thing about McDonald's on this podcast apparently. The McDonald's near me, you can order at any time, day or night, and basically they make you build your own burger. It's like they'll put it in
Did
there.
they finally open that yet?
No, it's gonna be gone until the end of this month apparently.
I
But
remember going to ours and I liked it. It was nice.
it's like they literally do it to the point of like they'll put your burger in the box and give it to you, but when you open up the box, even if it's a matter of
Yeah,
walking
when you
from
open it, it's in half.
it's like it's not even that. It's like it's sort of like slid halfway down, like slid halfway to the side. So it's like, okay, take the bun off, take the patty off, take the other stuff. Right, let's rebuild this burger to how it looks
I
on
like
the
the
thing,
idea of
and
it.
done. And then chuck a couple of fries in on top, and then
I mean, if I go in there and I tell you I want 3 chicken patties, 2 beef patties, bacon, mushrooms, and half of a turkey on it, then they're gonna give it to me as long as I pay them $20. I'm gonna get
$20, one burger.
Price,
There you go.
your price tag is gonna jump up quite a bit, but
I mean, if
it's
you got the money,
McDonald's. Like, how can you not spend the money? I mean, it's worth every penny over there.
it's the reason why I'm so fat. McDonald's cheeseburgers, bam, that's my life. But
Well, you know what? You'll be fine.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
More.
It's like
Eat
an
more.
addiction. It's an addiction.
Combat the weight with more weight.
Fight off the weight by adding more to it. You'll look thinner as you get fatter.
If you're gonna do it, you better do it right.
Right, and you can only
The
do it right
American way
with
is, man.
McDonald's.
If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna do it right, you're gonna do it right, and you're gonna do it right with a Trump hat and some McDonald's on.
Oh God.
Get it?
So basically, you're trying to say make McDonald's great again.
Well, you're gonna make your gut great again.
Oh,
It's gonna
jeez.
stay great.
There you go.
Talk about a wall.
You're gonna be able to move.
Wall
more.
of fat and grease.
Glorious. So, with the product placement of McDonald's out of the way,
Yes.
do you have anything you want to bring up? Like, well, between subjects, do you have anything you want to put out there into internet land?
I am in the progress of getting us a Mountain Dew sponsorship. You just gotta
Mountain
give me
Dew.
a little bit of time.
Don't forget, do the do.
A little bit of time.
That stuff is
Do
actually
the
a
do.
lightsaver, man. Like I love.
They have a
Mountain
new
Dew.
I seen that a new flavor I haven't tried yet. It was like I don't know what it was called now, but it was like a yellowy color.
So basically,
like the
someone pissed
original,
in a
but it
bottle
had-
and called it Mountain Dew.
Well, I'd heard a story about that happening, but no.
Sounds legit though.
I didn't I didn't like the voltage very much though.
To be honest with you,
That
over
and grow
here
one.
it is very, very, very dull on flavors. You get normal, you get
Mhm.
diet normal, and you
Oh
get
yes, diet.
citrus.
Ew, oh, I hated the citrus one.
That's it. Like that's all
I
you get. We don't get
hated it.
code red. We
Wait,
don't
you don't
get
have any of the other stuff? You don't have Code Red or
don't have
Voltage or the
code
blue one?
red. I think we might have them, but
God,
nowhere that I can find them. Like every time I go
I
shopping
feel so
and
sorry.
when I'm in the energy drink sections, you know, you got the typical cans of Relentless, Monster,
Wait,
Rockstar.
wait, 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 wait,
So
wait,
much
wait.
product
So
placement here.
you never had the holiday blend, Mountain Dew.
Never had the holiday blend.
Oh my God.
Feel sorry
They
for
brought
them
it out. I think
people.
it was,
Feel
I don't
sorry
know if it
for
was
them.
just this last year, but I finally saw it and tried it. It's basically, I think it's just Code Red and the original mixed together, and it's just perfect.
So
Like,
basically,
it's
just
just,
buy Code Red, buy the original, mix them together into one big bottle, bam, holiday blend.
well, yes, but you don't get the bottle with the special Christmas trees on it and all the Christmas
Well,
decorations.
well,
That's the point of the marketing.
save that bottle, and then just pour them into that bottle. Like,
Right.
boom, homemade. There you go.
Don't even buy Mountain Dew. You may as well just buy Mountain Lightning at this point. Buy the Walmart brand. Save yourself 75 cents.
There
Don't
you
even
go,
buy
baby.
Mountain Dew. Buy Mountain Lightning. All right. Buy some red Kool-Aid and mix it in there with the Mountain Lightning. And now you got Mountain Lightning Code Red.
No
I
one
mean,
can ever say we're not good for
God.
helping people out, right? Like, we're here to help you.
Hey,
We're here
hey,
to help.
when you come here, you're going to save a lot of things. You're going to save your sanity. You're going to save your gut from not being happy by eating more McDonald's. And you're going to save money on car insurance.
And now, what from our car insurance
Saving
sponsors?
15 minutes or more on car insurance. Gotta go.
Oh man. So okay, while
Unscripted,
we're on,
but
there you go.
scripted.
Off the script, man.
Unscripted but not scripted.
I fucking love off the script as a concept. It's one of the best things. So I mean, okay, let's talk about what we do for a little while here. Like, okay, it sounds a little bit self-indulgent, but it's for a good reason.
What would you do?
We stream. We are streamers.
Okay, I was
on
gonna
the
say I'm gonna be
server.
president, but whatever.
But it's you leading up to be president. You got to get your face out there somehow.
Well, you gotta start somewhere, as they say, you know. And
Exactly.
the first way to get into any type of politics is through communication.
Publicity is key.
Spreading your knowledge. Any publicity, or what's it say? Bad publicity is good. What is it?
Like, no publicity is bad publicity.
No, this like it's bad. It's like they say like bad publicity is good or something. I don't know.
Basically,
Stuff.
if you're in the public eye, who gives a shit? You're doing something right. Someone's
Yeah,
looking at you somewhere.
even if you did something bad and they're talking about it, you're still gonna make money off
It's like
of it.
someone's
So
still talking about
who
you.
cares if yeah, who cares if something bad happened?
Look at Hulk Hogan and the Gorka case, for example. The dude said a
my
bad
God.
word on a personal video that should never have
On a
been
tape of
recorded,
him
let alone anything else.
Bumping and dumping, yeah.
Bumping
Drop a
uglies with
bomb.
some other guy's wife. He
Yeah.
says a bad word, he
And,
gets fired, but gets a shit ton of money. So, you know,
Yeah, it puts him back in the public eye.
it's Hulk Hogan, brother. It's like, what you gonna
That's the
do,
American
brother?
way, brother.
It's like,
That's the American way, brother. What are you gonna do when I bang your wife?
I mean, you never had that from Randy Savage, was it? Right? You'd never hear him go, "Ooh yeah, I'm a
Oh,
racist." It's like, I'm a racist, brother, because I'm too hot to handle and too cold to hold, and I'm the cream of the crop, and I'm so racist, yeah, and sort of thing. You'd never get that from
Can't
Randy
be like
Savage.
me. America.
Damn, that's the first time I've done a Randy Savage impression in a long time. It probably sounded terrible. So I'm sorry, Randy. Don't hate me.
Joker on cocaine and beer.
It's a little bit.
Joker meets Bush Light and wooden planks.
Jeez, man. So, okay, to go back to the whole stream mod thing, right? We do streaming. Have done for a
Yes.
while, both of us, in some respects.
Coming up on a year.
Coming up on a year for
Loving
you. Coming up to my 3-year 3-year anniversary soon. So the
Wow.
asylum hits 3 years
When's
old.
3 years?
It's
It's fall
just
or summer?
at the end of this May, actually. A couple of weeks. Actually,
Oh,
about a
really?
week.
Oh,
I need to figure
better
out
go
exactly.
find the exact day. Yeah,
I will be doing that, and then
I
we'll
did
be
mine.
streaming
It's
live on that
in
one.
July.
It's pretty much a case of like so for the small streamers, do we have we are small streamers ourselves. That made it sound like we're bigger than we were. Do you have like any like to go on what we was looking at before? We was looking at this video that was about the feelings of small streamers or whatever else. 0 viewers. Oh, I'm gonna end the stream tonight now. One guy comes in, says you're really good, and then calls you something you should calls you something that you can't repeat on podcasts and stuff. Like, is there like it could be serious, it could be whatever, but like, is there anything that you would tell someone who's wanting to start up streaming or anything like that? Is there anything? Is there any advice?
I know
that
you're
you would
not
give
asking
to...
me for advice.
No, I'm asking
we
you
need to go
give...
ask Dr. Disrespect for advice or Ninja.
Let's get
because they obviously are doing it right.
Hey,
I'm gonna ask Shroud.
We do it right. The fact that we get people in and we get subs and stuff, so you know we do something.
I mean,
right.
concurrent viewers is a good thing. You know?
Exactly. Like, what kind of advice? All right. I'll rephrase it. What kind of advice would you have given yourself, like from a year ago, now with your knowledge of what you have now? What would you say to yourself from a year ago?
Well, I guess we can speak on something because I see channels, you know, people that come into streams every day, and I click on their name. You know, every time I see someone, I'm a mod everywhere, you know, that I go. So like, you know, someone comes in new, you know, I click on them, I go to their profile. You don't. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on. I got a list. And I'm figuring it out. I got a list.
Nice backtracking that. Carry on.
But I check everybody out, and like, you know how many channels I come across that have like, they'll have like 0 to 1. They still have the you know, the default Twitch picture, you know.
Oh, one of those weird little cartoons.
You know, all that crap. Yeah, those little, you know, hey, I'm blah blah blah. You know, I normally play this and this, and I'm hoping to become a streamer. You know, I plan to start streaming soon. Blah blah blah. Or I just started. Help me get to affiliate, and they only have, you know, 20 channel views, and it's like, okay, if you want to, you know, actually make something out of it, I feel like we could speak on that, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, I mean,
for those that are like day one, like, oh, you know, like,
we've had experience.
I want to start doing this, like
we've had experience in helping people get to affiliate. We've helped people get to affiliate pretty easily.
Yeah.
Like we can from day one to where we are now, we've learned a lot. Like
me
personally,
a prime example.
Exactly. I mean, there's a guy that we streamed with at one point. Goes by the name of Convict 88 on Twitch. Well, I think that was partially down to Twitch.
Got screwed over, I think.
I think that was partially down to Twitch and the flood of affiliates at the time. There's a couple of people that that I have personally helped get to affiliate. One of them being Eden, one of them being Connor, and there's like 2 other people. Bunny being one.
I would like to help some people, but it brings the underlying point that I would get to is stream.
I mean, in my
cough blood toll, cough deloading. Deloading has enough followers to be affiliate. He's like at 67. So I mean, it's like you have the followers. Yeah. You just need to.
You need the content.
You know, you got to get the content. You got to be personality. Don't sit there and stream and don't say nothing or say very little and expect people to always flood in. People, I mean, I've only been doing it a year, so I can't say too much on it, but I've already seen, you know, the people that, you know, come and go, or the people that, you know, hey, I've noticed you coming back for, you know, the past couple days, the past couple weeks, and it's like all of a sudden they're just gone forever. You know,
exactly. It's like
I've seen the people come. I've seen the flood of people come and go. You know. Yeah,
exactly.
Like people come in like, hey, nice to see you again. You know, you've been here like 5 days in a row, and then they're just. Like, people have lives.
It's like
it's the flood of lives.
The internet world is very, like, Twitch especially is very fickle. It's like if you're gone for a day, and this is what I would have said to myself. Like if I got the ability to go back to Jay of nearly 3 years ago and go, hey, look, dude, this is gonna happen. Don't worry, it gets better. Just don't worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing and carry on. When I first started, I was streaming for like 2-3 months to no one. Like literally no one. The only view was from my.
It was yeah. For a while, it was just me and Nightbot just chilling.
Exactly. It was like me and my iPad.
That was Friday the 13th. I was like, hey, check out the broadcast bar down there. I'm streaming, and it was just. I had my little cousin around, so I was trying to explain to her how Twitch works, and she even pulled up the stream on her phone. And was like, oh, that's so cool that you can do that. I think that was one of my first followers, was her.
There you go.
She was like, well, there's no one in there, though. And I was like, you don't have to keep telling me that. She was like, there's no one watching. And I was like, you don't have to keep telling me. She was like, I see your name, and I see, she was like, who's Nightbot? And I was like, Oh, she's all like, you don't have to keep reminding me. Like, I know.
It's like the most important thing is though, like try and keep trying. It's like to me, I always thought, okay, look, if I'm gonna ever make anything of myself, I need to make sure that I've got a face cam right off the bat. I need to make sure that I'm playing games with good content straight away. Like I need to be playing mainstream games that have just come
Play
out as soon as
Hello
they come out.
Kitty.
It's like all that sort of stuff.
Hello
I
Kitty
need to.
would be a partner.
It's like yeah, I need to be like talking 24/7. I need to non-stop talk. I need to like
You
always
have to be
keep an eye on my chat.
entertainer.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
literally just
Put
like,
on the face paint.
exactly. It's a case
Put
of
on
I
the
need
big
to
bra that shows off your cleavage and get donations for
exactly.
tons
It's
of
like
money.
I said to myself, right, look, this is what these big guys do. I've never watched a big streamer. I've only seen clips on the internet.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna do what I do, right? I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep playing and not let it bug me. About a week later, it started bugging me.
Typical,
So
typical Englishman.
always smiling, old chap. Yes, tally ho and all that.
Yeah, there you go.
Pip, pip.
Yeah, exactly. And that worked out.
So like
in the beginning, I mean,
in the beginning,
after a while, I had to pick up.
I think it was like 2 months before I really had people coming in. Then I started kind of getting a slow flood of people because at that point I'd start a game.
What
on
were you
stream.
playing?
I think early days
A
I was
lot.
like jumping between things a lot. I was playing things like GTA, or I was playing
okay.
Saints Row, or I was playing like whatever the big games at the time
Stowe
were.
at the time?
Stowe wasn't actually out. Stowe came out I think I want to say nearly 2 years ago on the Xbox One. It wasn't a 360
Oh,
game
okay.
for sure, and it wasn't in the early days of the Xbox One. So I was sitting there in my
You started
room.
out on the OG app, didn't you, too?
Yeah, it started on the original Twitch
Did you
app.
ever, yeah,
like
you had to
the
start on the
original.
OG app.
One of the very first ever
Yeah.
Twitch app updates was when I finally got it. So like I went to Comic Con, found the Kinect for cheap. I went right, screw it. I'm gonna plug the Kinect in, use that, make sure the background behind me
Do
was
it.
just like decent. It wasn't gonna be like a painted wall. So I put like posters up, and I put like an achievement hunter flag behind me, and I had like a my signatures that I got from Comic Cons, all that sort of stuff. So I made it look like people could see my
Yeah.
personality from what was behind me. So it was like cool, sweet, done. After a
Stuff.
while, I started playing Alien Isolation, and that's when my views started kicking in because people wanted to see someone get
Oh, okay.
scared. They wanted to see somebody
Yeah.
play the game that was a bit complicated, and that's where it kind of picked up. So from that point, I started to get a
Okay.
following. So I would say to myself, just do that again. Stick to a game, constantly play it, finish the game, go on to the next, stick with it, finish it. Which is something that I don't do these days. I won't lie. I kind of go off on that.
Yeah, either that or I just lose interest and I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
Exactly. Like the one thing I would say to any smaller streamer right now is don't get disheartened when you see no one. I'm going through a slump at the moment. I've been in the 6 to
Try to
700
make it,
followers for so long.
Try to make it the gamer first, streamer second.
Exactly.
Put it in the back of your mind that, put it in the back of your mind that, every time Dr. Disrespect or Ninja starts up stream, they're starting it up like, all right, time to go to work. Let's watch the money flood in. Whenever you start out, you can't
You can't
be like
expect
that. You
greatness
gotta
straight
start it
off.
up like, yeah, you gotta start it up like, okay, I just feel like playing my video game. Like, may as well stream if I'm gonna stream. Have it. Of course, be ready for it. Have chat open. You don't want people coming in there to chat and you're just completely oblivious to it.
Exactly.
And, people, they'll leave rogue. They're quick to leave after 30 seconds if you don't respond.
Oh, it's not even that.
Say
Someone will
what's
come
up
in
or,
and judge you
like
within
that.
30 seconds without even saying anything and leave. There's many a time you could
Yeah, oh yeah, they
we
don't
can
have to say
relate.
anything.
Yeah, we can relate to
That's why
sitting
they say,
there, views go up and then
yeah.
instantly
That's
drop
why they
again.
say you have more people come in than you think because I think someone said the viewer count itself only refreshes like every minute or so.
Yeah.
And so if someone comes in for 10, 15, 20 seconds and then leaves, they're not going to show up on your viewer count. It's like, people pop in and out and you don't even know it.
Exactly.
And so
I
that's
think
why.
the most important part of the whole thing, more than anything, more than the getting the money, more than the playing the games, more than the everything else, is don't expect to be somewhere overnight. Don't aim for
don't.
affiliate and don't aim for partner.
You know how many? Yeah,
Set yourself
all
a
those
goal.
accounts I'd ever seen, the ones that I see that says, I want to be a streamer and I want to make a living out of this. How many followers do you got? 3.
Exactly.
You're
Like
not going to make it. If
the,
you are, it's going to take you 15 years. Yeah,
Exactly.
You don't have it.
like the
Like,
most
you can't go
important piece
into
of
it saying, I want to
information-
make all this money.
Exactly. You want to go into it, and if you really want to make something out of this, then be consistent.
Turn your passion into a business.
Exactly. Just be consistent. That's the most important
But
thing. As
make
long
it a
as you're
passion
consistent
first.
and
Yeah.
be passionate about it. Like be consistent, have passion in what you're doing, and just Don't
That's why
look
I
at
never
it as
really
work.
understood why there's so many bad people, so many trolls. It's like
It's because
we're
they have a
all.
keyboard.
I mean, you're on Twitch. You're on Twitch for a reason. Like we're all gamers. Yeah, like there's different types of gamers out there, but it's like, man,
You know what
we're
it is?
obviously all people that love playing video games. We obviously like to get out of the reality for a minute and
Exactly. To
do
me personally,
stuff in this other world.
people trolling
Mhm.
is it's a case of we're doing something that they can't. Like we're doing something that they feel that they
Yeah,
can't. So because they feel that they can't do it, they have the
or
power
they just
of a
have no friends.
keyboard and the internet. Like it's
You
literally
have no
that.
friends.
Or they have no friends. It's like
I mean, it's just one thing if they're trolling, but like I've literally been in streams where, I mean, people will just come in there and just, I mean, really say some hateful things, in bombs left and right,
you know what it is? It's they're
African
bored.
American people and welfare this and get a job that, and it's like, man, like this is just a guy trying to play a video game, having some fun, and you're just bringing this negativity. It
It's
feels
kind
good
of
to give him a ban hammer. I'll tell you what.
I think it's because there's like a
Feels
stigma
so
to it.
good.
It's like there's a stigma behind
Oh,
oh
yeah.
what was the usual thing? Oh, you're a gamer, so like you're 20, 30 years old, you still play games, but now you do it on the internet for
You're
people to see.
obviously nothing.
You must live in your mama's
Yeah.
basement
Yeah,
drinking Mountain
exactly.
Dew
You do nothing.
and like
Yeah. Drink
McDonald's and Mountain Dew,
You're
and that's
my
what you do. You know, like
McDonald's and Mountain. You know what? We're not even. McDonald's is gonna unsponsor us now. Some fat guy in his basement, and we're gonna. Nah, we
just
can't.
like all right,
Advertise that.
like Mountain Dew and Cheetos, and you're playing with Cheeto dust covered controllers, and you're going, well,
I mean,
this
it's
is
like a
how
lot of
my
these.
game goes, guys, and I'm gonna keep
Yeah, like a
playing.
lot of
It's like
yeah. Like
that's the
like a lot of these
stereotype.
streamers are in work. Like people are full time. I've seen military veterans, and of course the ones that can make it a full time job. And if you can, I mean, what better? I wish I could wake up every day and say I play video games for 8 hours a day
Right.
and make
And I
money.
make so much money off
I
of it.
make I make hundreds of dollars a day, and I absolutely love it.
There you go. I think it's time we flip the script back to that little bit of a plan that we have.
Flip it.
This
What is
is
next on the list?
this is where we start to talk about this awesome looking new game that's going to be dropping in
Ah,
preview soon. This thing I was put onto by Elite.
alpha, yeah.
And yeah, Elite, do you wanna talk us in just before we start showing people what we're looking at?
Okay, so what I sent Jay was a video of this game called Green Hell. And I wish I had a little bit more of a background to give on it. I'll see what I can find really fast, but like it's what is that? That's not what I wanted. What is this?
So what you guys are seeing
Oh,
right
black
now,
and
this
white
is
film. That's not what I wanted.
what you guys are seeing now in
They
the little
released.
picture. This is the gameplay. Sorry to cut you off on that one. This is the gameplay
Yes,
released
you're fine.
by the developers.
Yes.
That IGN put out on their YouTube channel. If
Firsthand.
you want to watch it, we will throw the link down in the description so you guys can go watch this.
Yeah, they put
beforehand.
out a trailer. You saw the cinematic trailer that they had for it as well, and then that
Looked
one was just
absolutely beautiful.
a gameplay of it. I saw that one before I even saw the trailer. I sat there and watched this video, and I thought, wow, like, I mean, one of the first things it talks about, we got this cut with an infection on our arm. We got to fix that, and I'm like, wow, we're not just
See,
gonna
this
take
is
a
what I'm
healing potion.
Like, yeah, this is the
We're not
whole
just
thing.
gonna
It's
put
like
a bandage on it and heal it.
it's like, oh,
Like,
I'm
we gotta
just gonna
find
eat some meat
maggots
and then my health
and
is back to normal.
have 'em- Yeah, right. We gotta get maggots and clean the infection, and then we gotta wrap it up, and hopefully it heals itself. It might not, There's
Exactly.
no chance.
So, like,
it could get infected again.
From what
fine.
you see, like looking at the landscape alone, like obviously I get the advantage of being able to see this as it's happening, as you guys are seeing this. Looking at the
Yeah, that gives you a
landscape
better-
alone, it looks absolutely amazing. Like the lush green forests. From what I was listening to, obviously if you guys watch the video down in the description, I will hopefully remember to include that in there. I believe
Yes.
this is set in the Amazon rainforest.
Yes,
or
Amazon
something.
Forest. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah,
We're set in
yeah,
the Amazon,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you've got like the lush green.
Crazy weather, wild. I mean, the Amazon forest, as they say, quote unquote, it lives and breathes.
Exactly.
Like,
You have
there's
the
life
life cycle
everywhere.
of it. It's like, as you can see, like there's little frogs hopping around. You've got fish in this pool that's in front of him.
Frogs,
You've got,
fish.
you
I
can
believe he
do
runs into a
anything.
jaguar at some point.
Yep, he does.
Little
Like exactly.
pigs or
There's like,
whatever. Yeah.
there's everything that you would find in the rainforest itself. You will find in this game from the looks of things.
I
You can
liked
drink fresh, clean
remember when he went
water.
to the water and drank the water? I liked
Yeah,
the animation
the
for
whole
that.
cupping of the hands
Scooped it
and
up with his
actually drinking.
hands. Yes.
It's
I
so
remember learning how to do
realistic.
that when I was a kid, and I was like, "Hey!" I was like, "I like that. I'm not just gonna stick my
There's
face
one
in the
thing.
water and gulp, gulp."
There's one thing that although that would have
I
been kind
like
of cool, stick your head into the water and drink the water like that as well. Could have been
literally
cool.
just
Get like the
shove.
full
That's what I
hydration
thought.
from
That's
that.
what I pictured on Ark. Was I just
Yeah,
shove my nose in
just
there
jump
and
into the water, hit a
scarf it
button.
down.
There you go. You're fully done again.
Oh, that Carno pooped in the water. No big deal. Like he even discusses how water pollution in the game is a thing. If you drink bad water, it can make you sick.
Exactly. As you can see in this bit, he's going to his knapsack. He's crafting his axe, which he's got. The only thing that
I like the knapsack.
the whole
That's
backpack
interesting.
thing in crafting does look really good. I mean, the one
Be
thing
kind of
that
complicated on console though.
yeah, I was sitting there going to
I feel
myself, this definitely will be optimized
Yeah.
PC. Hopefully they can
Yeah. Oh yeah.
optimize it
Yeah.
well enough that
A
maybe
little bit hard for console, but I like it.
it's like I hate hotbars and
It's
stuff, but
interesting.
I'm thinking maybe they'll give us some kind of hotbar system, or maybe they'll just kind of
Who
lessen
knows?
the complication of the controllers. But um,
Right. Yeah.
the animations that you see for like you guys would have just seen there, you're holding the axe. It's very prim, very prominent in the position it is at. But
Very looking primitive.
yeah, it kind of never really moves that much. It moves a little bit as you walk, but like then you can stretch your arm out perfectly fine, and it looks a little unnatural the way your arm stretches out while you've still got. I'm doing the motion while you guys can't see it, but this bit here you go. You get the maggots, stick them onto that wound. Bam! That is now healing up as best as possible.
I thought that was quite interesting.
It's absolutely amazing the way that
Pretty
they've done
cool.
this. Like, so if we skip through a little bit, we've got this is a 20-minute video, so if you
I
guys
like how
want
it's got
to,
that little bit of narrative to it if you listen to it. Like whenever he when the character makes the fire, you know, like he talks about how your fire building skills, like you have to, you know, if you have a certain amount of stamina, you're not too tired, you can, you know, rub the stick and make the fire, and you can
Exactly.
get faster at it and make better methods. And you know, whenever he does it, he's like, yes, you know, like I got
exactly,
it.
like
It sounds like
it's
there
like a
could be
triumph.
a sort of a like there was something to it. Yeah, like he's got a like you would in real life too if you got that. I guarantee you, you know, you know, seeing that spark of flame come up in the dark and it's raining. I mean, you're gonna be pretty excited.
Exactly, and the best part of it, the fact that you're not simply just going, I need to build a campfire. Bam, there's a campfire in front of you. Oh, cool, right, let's just put some wood in it and it's going. It's, I need sticks. I need to find a dried up bird's nest. I need to find some more sticks to make the tool. Then I need to sit there rubbing that tool together on the bird's nest. While then, when it
Right, I need
catches,
my
you then
tinder.
need
I
to
gotta
put it
keep
in.
this coal going. Yeah,
Exactly,
it's interesting. They
they've
really put a lot of thought into it.
exactly they've taken like the basic survival instinct of life and put it in as a game. Like I think this is actually the part that we were talking about just now, where you come across the log and there will be a cougar on here any second,
Mm-hmm.
or a jungle lion,
Yeah,
jaguar,
jaguar.
wherever it is. There it is. That should be
Yes.
it in there. Now I'm skipping through this a little bit so you guys can see like some of the bits and pieces, but I won't ruin the end for you because the end of this gameplay trailer for the 20
The
minutes
end,
is
yeah,
actually
the end
really
caught me
cool.
by surprise.
But as you guys can probably tell, like we love survival games. We love survival crafting games. We play Ark. We
Yes, the
play
grind.
7 Days to Die. We
The
play
grind.
Conan. There's just all of these grinding games. We've
I thought this
played
one would just
them.
add, like, imagine that co-op, like, oh, I got a cut on my arm, Jay, go, you know, I need some maggots.
Exactly. It's like, oh, dude, we're out of maggots.
Clean this.
Shh, we need to go get maggots.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
crap, I'm
Oh,
gonna
pig,
die.
go start a fire, and he's rubbing it together. I don't have enough energy. Like, it'd be
Exactly. And
very
so
interesting.
someone else has to do it for you, sort of thing. So it's like, I would love it if they bring co-op into this because it would be absolutely amazing as a concept of the game. I would love to see the way they do it.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
very
interested in seeing
interesting.
when this comes out of.
I'm gonna have to get on there and tame me a lystro and start learning skills.
Bring me a little Lystro,
Getting
baby. Just
good.
get that little
Yeah.
extra. But this
Bring
is
bring that ice wyvern, Jay. We'll be all right.
right.
No cougar will be able to mess with you then.
So let's skip real quick to the campfire here. So this is again, this is more for the benefit of the people in like watching this at the moment. I know it's a podcast with visuals. What else is new? So here you go. You got like all the different types of sticks that you need. So it's a two-phase campfire. You need to get sticks to put on the ground.
Yeah, I liked how he grabbed you grab the big stick, you know, and then he sets it
And then you
down
can
and he
chop it up exactly
literally
as it's
cuts it
going
in
in.
half.
Exactly.
I liked that.
And then you
That
get the
was
two
really
sticks.
cool.
It's like they've taken
Yeah, I
such
liked that.
realism. It's amazing. And then you've got
I
to stack
really
them up.
liked that.
It looks so
I
good.
didn't
Like,
expect it. I seen that. Yeah, I seen him do that, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Stack up 2 or 3, set them down, break it, add them to the fire like that. Yeah, I really liked that.
exactly. Like the
Just
way
that
this
little
game
bit
is
of that
looking,
little bit more detail to it.
I
A
cannot wait to
little bit more
start.
to it. It's like,
Like I can't wait to see how this game progresses. I mean, this along with a
yeah,
lot
I'll
of the other
definitely be
games.
keeping an eye on that, and we can, in further podcasts, if as they release information, we can discuss it.
Yeah, we can
I
hopefully
will
do like
keep
some
up with it.
updates and do some bits and pieces. So like if
Yeah,
you
keep
guys
an eye
are
on this because
liking the look
I'm
of this and you want some ideas,
interested.
please feel free. Let us know if you want to know more because I don't know about you guys. This does look damn
It
interesting.
looks quite interesting.
So
Yes.
it's the same with here. You go. You craft up your little tool to make a fire. So like your stick, your big stick and small stick. There you go. You get your bird's nest, which he's going for
I was kind of
now.
hoping he would like cook some. Remember earlier on he had like caught some fish. I was
Yeah.
kind of hoping he would like roast some fish over the fire or something.
I was kind
But
of
it
hoping
never.
that you'd get like a full
Just kind of
creature on
yeah,
the fire, like a
just kind of
spit.
built the fire. But that's what I was thinking. I was like,
I
it might
did
be there and we just didn't get to see it.
I did
But
notice when he was looking at the pan, like at the pans, at the book panel,
mhm,
the
the
thing
pan.
there looks like there's a longer fire, so like almost like a spit. So maybe that
Mhm.
comes into play later on. But here you see like
Mm,
this is where the fire's now done. He's put the thing in, and you literally put the
mhm.
meat on 2 spots on the fire, bam, cooks up just like that. It's such a
Exactly.
good looking
Yeah.
game, and to be honest with you, I'm thinking this will be a very very good game for the survivalists.
It's supposed to go into early access this summer, and so it looks, I mean, it looks solid so far. I saw a few things that I was like, yeah, that needs some work. One thing someone pointed out in the comments that I didn't notice, but I had to go look, like, they said whenever you walk through big patches of brush, it doesn't move as much as it should.
I did
Like, it
notice that.
doesn't
I did notice that when we was
act like it, yeah, it doesn't really move. And like the way the axe looked whenever you chopped like down a tree, it looked almost too stiff.
yeah,
If that
I
makes
think
sense. Like the way your arm swung out and just stopped, it looked a little too stiff.
I think at the minute animations are still probably like the least of
Yeah,
the
which
concerns
yeah, I
as long
wasn't
as
trying to
they've
be
got like
critical about it, but I was
yeah.
like, I could see a few
I
things,
can
but like so far, I was like, it looks solid.
it looks like
But
it's gonna
like,
be one
yeah,
of those
it's gonna
things that
have
the more they work on it and the more they test it, like hopefully the
exactly.
animations will
If they
change
have
a
a
bit better.
strong development team and they're passionate
Exactly.
about it, then it could be something very nice. It looks good already. Like the graphics look great.
I'm
It's pretty
definitely
good.
looking forward to seeing
It looks like it runs
how this
smooth.
goes. Speaking of
Yeah. Oh
being
yeah.
passionate, let's flip the
That's what
script
she
one more
said.
time, I guess. Let's get passionate about something.
Passion.
Anything that you're passionate about that you want to kind of like put on blast while we're here. Let's call this the elite section. Let's just give us a thing, do some stuff, throw some options out. Let's get passionate.
The elite session, huh? That passion you want, Mr. J.
I mean, how much can you afford?
Oh
Well,
gosh, more than, I mean, I wish I could do more. I'm passionate that I'm passionate about Amazon Twitch Prime. Do you know why?
do tell, good sir.
If you have Amazon Prime,
I do.
you get a free sub every month to
You
any
do?
Twitch channel that you watch. You do.
Tell me more.
A tier one sub every month that does not cost you a dime. Whether you have it, your mother has it, your aunt has it, your great grandma and her younger sister, or your Uncle Ronnie in jail has it.
Good old
If you
Uncle
can
Ronnie in
connect it to
jail,
your
man.
Twitch account, good old Uncle Ronnie, hey, he needs free ship or that 2-day shipping, man.
There you go.
Gotta
How
get
else is it gonna break out,
your
man?
books and your
Come on.
cigarettes. You gotta connect it to your Twitch account. Come find a good streamer. Wink, wink. And you get yourself not only, I mean, every month you get a free sub that doesn't cost you a dime. You get to flash off some nice little emotes
And
or an emote.
some of the best
I
parts
say.
of that is the loot that you get with Twitch. Anyone would think that this is a paid advertisement by these guys, but no, you can get free in-game loot for whatever games that they blast out. You can even get free games with Twitch Prime. They will give you free PC games throughout the month. Every time there's a loot drop, there will be new
Ooh,
stuff.
nice.
The loot is amazingly good. You can get games, you can get skin packs for your favorite Fortnite character if you are playing Fortnite
You
on the
saw my
regular.
Fortnite one. That's the elite special. I told everybody. See, when you're as good as me, sometimes Twitch will just contact you and want to do these
There you
multi-million
go.
dollar deals, and you can't say no.
That elite special. You guys should see
You're
the
welcome.
you
You're
guys
welcome.
should see the J special Twitch bundle that's coming out for
Gosh.
Fortnite soon. That's just absolutely beautiful. You will not get a better skin. Um,
We'll see.
it is what it is, man. So yeah, I guess with all that being said and done, off the script is kind of putting the final page turn into effect, where I guess this is where we sum up. What do we want to do for the next thing? What do you guys think? Do you have ideas for what we can talk about? Do we need a script?
Stuff.
Have we got better since the last time? All of this good stuff and more. Please feel free.
Special guests.
Special
Gaming
guests.
news.
There you go.
Mr. J is going to Comic-Con next week, so
That's this week, actually.
We'll have to hear some same difference. Next weekend, this weekend,
In fact, if you guys are
don't
listening to
undermine
this,
me.
if you guys are listening to this on the 22nd of May, it will be on the 25th. No, from the 26th to the 27th, Comic Con. So we'll probably have to do a post Comic Con.
Exactly.
podcast.
Have to write down some notes and tell me what you've seen.
You never know. If you guys are lucky enough, you might be able to hear recordings from some of the celebrity panels that I may go
Maybe
to.
if you follow Mr. J on Twitch, you can catch an IRL and see the floor for yourself.
There you go. All it
Why
is
go to London when you can see it on stream?
exactly. All it is
on the
twitch.tv
internet.
/ThatMisterJ. And while we're shamelessly plugging,
There you go.
do you want to
Shamelessly plugging.
throw yourself out there?
I'm not going to Comic Con.
Well, I mean, okay, fine. I won't let you promote
I'm not
yourself just
going
a
to
little
London.
bit. Whatever.
They know who I am. Believe me, they know who I
He
am.
is the one and only elite. And as always, guys, if you want to catch us online, we are on Twitter under the same names. The links will be in the descriptions as always. But
Mhm.
I would like to take a very short moment of your time to speak about all these poor subscribe buttons that are being smashed by YouTubers. They avidly encourage you to smash that poor little subscribe button. That subscribe button has a family, damn it. And it can't go home because it's got crooked
Demonetized.
little feet.
You talked about assault.
So please,
Demonetized.
don't smash that like button. Don't smash the subscribe button. Just
Don't.
click the subscribe, click the bell. You're done. Ding
If I
ding
wanted you to
done.
like it so bad, like a professional, we would have asked within the first 30 seconds, like everybody else
Yeah,
does.
you would not have had a
How much I
podcast
hate
without
opening a video, and the first 2 or 3 minutes I hear is, okay guys, here's what we're doing, and don't forget, if you like this video, check out my other ones, and click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe, and share it on Facebook with your friends. Like, can you get to whatever the video is? Can you,
That grinds
you
my
not-
gears so badly.
can you not ask me to do everything under the world's creation for you? I mean, the last thing you need me to do is get on my hands and knees and scrub your floor, but hey, I'll do it while I'm smashing the like button and sharing it to my friends on Facebook. But sure.
I always
pull that for
find leave that till last or mention it halfway through.
Gosh.
That's your best thing. Don't grab them. If somebody likes it, they will do it themselves. And I think on that note,
Exactly.
if you guys have liked this, please feel free to thumbs up it. If you've enjoyed it that much more, please feel free to subscribe because every little subscription is appreciated. And like I said, hit the subscription, hit the little
Come
bell.
see us on Twitch. We're here all the time.
There you go. You can't
We're
ask for
here
more
all
than
the
that.
time.
We are here daily. We're not just putting out videos on YouTube. We are
Daily.
putting out daily content on Twitch. Come find us. It's not just
Content.
podcasts. It's gaming.
Dun,
It's
dun.
conversations. It's absolute good stuff.
Bum, bum,
So
bum, 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 bum.
I think from
It's your
the
dramatic.
that's me rambling nonstop more than anything. But one thing that we was going to touch on, which we will probably have to touch on in the next one, was actually you know what, we're going to run over the time a little bit. Ignore that. If you've turned off already, well, poo to you with knobs on.
If you're gonna mention what I think you're mentioning, we could wait.
Oh, we
Since
could.
the reveal's tomorrow, it'll give us a lot more information, maybe even a video, and we can discuss that. because it is tomorrow. The 23rd is the reveal, so I mean they'll have a
That
video
is.
out. We can talk about
In that case, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you join us for the next podcast. We was going to do twice monthly, but I think this one calls for next week. Don't forget to join us
I'm all
for Battlefield 5. So our
World
thoughts,
War something.
our thoughts, our discussions, every good little thing on that, and we will be
Bringing
back
you
with
the
that.
facts.
We're bringing you what we know, what they've told us, and what we
What
think.
we know, and what we say is our own knowledge on the internet, and we claim it as our own.
Exactly.
Unscripted but not scripted, but totally on a script. Planned but not planned.
Exactly.
Edited but not edited.
No auto cues, man. Just straight up bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think on
You're
that
right.
note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Off the Script. It's been fun. I've been Jay.
As always,
He's been Elite.
I have been elite.
Oh,
As
he's
always.
been Elite. I've been Elite. Are you really? I'm
No, you only wish. There's only one.
I do wish.
You have not
Well,
passed the test yet. You must
Sir
remove the
Elite.
rock from my hand.
Sir Elite.
You must remove them.
Do you dare or do you care to give us the goodbyes? Screw it. It's down to you, seeing as how you are up on such a high pedestal.
What else is new? That Mr. J said I am. Don't forget, follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Twitch. We're always around, learning stuff, talking about stuff on Xbox, doing more stuff, and of course, always shoving our faces full of McDonald's, which
As
at some
always.
point we'll have a coupon code for you. But that's for no. I've already said too much already. I'm stepping over legal boundaries. We'll save that for next time because we gotta sign the contract. Multi-million-dollar deal. You know how it goes, Jay. Yeah.
We know how it goes.
Anyways, yeah. Catch us next time. We're gonna get out of here and do stuff. I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I would love to say that this is the outro music, but apparently it's not working.
Rip.
So, unscripted! Unscripted! we just
But
have to
don't
say
fear the
goodbye
reaper.
during the music. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye now.